Hey, Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing a more festive look with the Gourmande Girls Cosmetics Spooked palette. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I'm so excited. This video should have been started a while back but I couldn't resist on playing. But I have the Gourmande Girls Cosmetics Spooked palette, and let me tell you, I'm in love. I'm going to do a 3 looks 1 palette video with it, but today I'm just going to do a more festive blend with some sparklies. And this palette is absolutely beautiful. As soon as I noticed it going across my feed, I was like, I need that. Like, I need this in my life. And that was around early October, maybe late September. I didn't really get on Instagram a whole lot towards the end of September because of everything that I had going on. So when I come across this, I was like, you know what, I need a little retail therapy. I'm gonna pre-order this. And I did, and it came in, and I was like, oh, hi, new friend, let's play. So I'm being extra. I'm really excited. I've been loving this palette. I've been using it to do rainbow looks with, like with other palettes and whatnot. I've done a few looks just standalone, and just look. Okay, so let me tell you, when I do the 3 looks 1 palette video, I'm going to include swatches. This one I'm just going to do the look right now because it's pretty late at night and I have family get together tomorrow, so I got to try to go to bed a little earlier if insomnia will not keep me up all night. But pumpkin is so shifty. Oh my gosh. And yes, we're in the center right there. But the shade Fright has been my obsession lately. I cannot keep my brushes out of it, but I'm rambling too much. Let's just jump into it. So my lid is primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas and Fair. And I'm going to take this Sigma E05 brush. I'm going to go into Fright because that's been my obsession lately. And I'm just going to pop it into the crease. I'm going to do little packing motions and kind of start to blend it and then just build it up. I want to use the tinier brushes so that I can have more control over the shape. I have been on a cut crease kick. I have been on a gem kick. I have been on a sparkly goodness kick and colorful. But right now, I was like, let's do a more festive blend. This palette is perfect for spooky season. But I was like, oh, red and green in there though? Like, that's good for the holiday season. And then it's also good for neutral moments as well. I'm going to try that sometime because I really just fell so in love with this palette, and I really want to try more stuff from this brand because they're so kind, and like this palette is just gorgeous. And I was looking at what else they had, and I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and start a list of things to order because yes, I love them already. So I'm just starting to do little baby blends, back and forth windshield wiping motions with the lightest amount of pressure. I'm going to take it from about the bridge of my nose into the crease, and then I'm going to take it to about the arch of my brow and start to flick it outwards and upwards. And then I'm just going to go in and make sure that I have the color as intense as I want, and then I'm going to go in and blend it out. So lots and lots of blending, and I'm like full of energy right now, surprisingly. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to flick, and I'm going to make sure they're even. So I started this look a while ago, like about 2 hours ago, something like that. And then I had some chores I had to do, so I kind of took a little break. And now I'm just excited to film. Doing tutorials is like one of my favorite things to do. So, and it's been very helpful for me lately, just getting to sit down and do makeup and just get to talk to all of you. So, yes. So now I'm going to go back in with the same brush and the same shade and just start to really focus on getting that color to be nice and just bold, because it's such a beautiful shade. I just, besides that one, the purple one, I was just like, I need that on my face right now. So those two have been my favorites. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and touch that up real quick and then blend it out. So now I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T66 brush in the shade Terror from this palette. And I have to say that the little imprints in here are just the cutest. It's like the symbol for the brand name. There's a pumpkin, a spider web, a bat, pumpkins and spider webs. And it's just the cutest thing in the world to me. So I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T66 brush in the shade Terror, which is the red shade. And that's what I'm going to blend out Fright with. And I'm just going to gently, very gently, do little baby back and forth blending motions here. Very light pressure and making sure to hold my brush towards the end. And I will go back in and touch up Fright as well. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just kind of blending from towards the bridge of my nose and taking it and blending it and taking it towards the tail of my brow and then flicking it upwards and outwards. So I'm going to take the same brush and go back into Fright really quick and just gently start to pat it into the crease to really blend it with Terror. And I do want to say, again, I know I've been apologizing a lot for just having all these feelings and being sad, but I do want to apologize for my just kind of having off energy the last couple of videos. I have really been having a hard time with focusing and not being just sad, but getting to sit down and film really helps me to feel better. Like, especially if I get to have a good conversation with my friends throughout the day, or get to talk to some, like, my family for a little bit and have a nice little time and like start the day off well, you know, then like I feel a little more put together and whatnot. So I've been trying really hard to focus on getting to have little talks and stuff to start my day off better and be in a better mood. But also whenever I start to feel down, if I'm doing makeup, that really does help me. And it's just kind of been my escape lately. So I do want to apologize though for the low energy the last few videos. But I want to thank you so much for being here and for all of your sweet comments and for requests and everything like that, because I love getting requests on looks to do, or like color combinations or multi-chromes to use and everything like that. That just makes my day, makes me so excited, and it gives me something fun to look forward to creating. So now that I have that touched up, I'm gonna take the ABH A14 brush and I'm gonna go into Ghoul. And I have gotten a pretty good dent into this shade because I love a good white eyeshadow to help diffuse shades. And I know it's taken me a little while to get back to comments. My sleep schedule has just been so messed up that I've gotten myself behind on everything that I do throughout the day besides filming. So I try my best to get back to comments on videos and shorts as fast as I can. And I'm taking the ABH A14 brush in the shade Ghoul, and I'm just blending out Terror with it. Back and forth windshield wiper motions. And I will go back into Terror and touch it up in just a minute. I just want to get this nice and diffused. I love using tiny, tiny brushes for precise cut creases. I feel like they help me have more control over my blend, and it is a little more time consuming, but to me, I feel like it's worth it if I can get the look that I have in mind onto my eye, then it's worth the extra time. So I'm just gonna go back into Ghoul and just give a little baby blender. And then I'm gonna touch up Terror real quick. I'm gonna use the Makeup Shack T66 brush for that. Take some more of Terror and just touch it up. Little baby blends. And with that white being down, all you gotta do is blend it, and it really helps to diffuse it. And make sure that you're just like barely touching your brush to your skin when you're blending. I feel like that helps to keep it more in control, and it just makes a nice, beautiful gradient blenderoo. And I'm gonna take this DeVault Beauty Lounge brush and go back into Ghoul and just gently blend it. I'm gonna take a fluffier brush here in just a second to touch up Terror. I will take a little bit of a bigger fluffy brush when I'm going in, just to make sure that everything is as diffused as I want it to be, and that kind of helps just to soften everything, I feel like. Because with the stiff brush, you're really getting the color payoff. But when you're like blending everything out, trying to soften up and diffuse that blend, a fluffier brush I feel like helps to make it not be as harsh. So now I'm going to take this Doe Color number 12 brush and go back into Terror. And then I will go back in and touch up Fright here in just a second. But I just want to make sure that I have one of the most gorgeous blends of red. I'm going to try my very best to create some holiday glam looks for tutorials. So if you have any requests, please let me know. I would love to do them. I'm also going to try to do little mini tutorials for Instagram, even though Instagram, like my reels, the reach has just dropped so much lately that I get a little aggravated, but I'm like, you know what? Julie, did you have fun doing that look? Yeah. Did you enjoy getting to edit the video while you were getting kitty snuggles? Well, of course, because kitty snuggles are like everything. Okay, so don't complain. It's not getting a lot of reach, but you're stubborn and you're not going to give up because you're having fun with it. You're passionate, and makeup is just art. Have fun with it. And that's what I tell myself, because I love makeup. It's my, like, I always tell my husband, like, I don't know much outside of cats and makeup, so don't give up on makeup. That's my go-to. I talk about makeup with strangers. Like, I have bad social anxiety. I'm taking that same brush with Fright. I have bad social anxiety. So if I met anyone in person, I probably wouldn't be so chatty. I would be anxious until I warmed up a little bit. But getting to talk about makeup, I will warm up pretty quick. So I will just, like, whenever I go out, if someone, like, asks me about my makeup or whatever, I'll, like, try my best to give the whole rundown of everything that I use. Like, yeah, this is from this brand on the eyeshadow, and, like, these are the lashes, and let's talk about multi-chromes. And, like, I'll sit there, I could talk makeup all day. Like, I love it so much. So that's one way I feel like, with my social anxiety being so bad, that I always get super excited if there's anyone out in public that I can find that I can talk makeup with. And that's one thing, like, about whenever we go to concerts and stuff, like, I feel awkward and nervous because I don't do well with big crowds. But I'm like, hey, you know what, self? You like this band, and probably everybody else that's here likes this band. So you at least have that in common with them. And then, like, if someone that comes up and talks about makeup, that makes it even better. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is okay. We're gonna be all right. So I'm just getting that nice and touched up, and look at how beautiful. I'm gonna focus on patting this down here towards the outer corner of my eye. And it can be a little messy right here because I am going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip to clean up and carve out the crease, and then take some Gerard Cosmetics clean canvas and fair to further cut out that crease. Alright. I feel like they're fairly even. So I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip and wipe the crease, get it ready to carve it out with the clean canvas, and yeah, so I will keep that in, probably just a little music over and all that good stuff. Alright, so now that my crease is carved out, I'm going to go back into the Spooked palette into the shade Scream, which is this beautiful green shade that has a cute little pumpkin head in it. And I'm going to take the I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T61 brush. And what I'm going to do, actually first, I need to blend out my base. So I'm just going to kind of drag that down and out. That way we have plenty of base to go around. And make sure I got everything evenly blended. Now I'm going to take Scream, and what I'm going to do is start to pat it and wing it up and out. But I'm going to leave the center of my lid just how it is because I'm going to add some sparkly goodness. But I am going to focus on winging this shade outwards. And look at how pretty that green is. That's like the most perfect fall and grunge shade. And I'm just going to blend it. It can be a little messy, it'll work out. And once I get to that outer corner of my eye, I'm just going to start to go from around the other side. Like I'm going to take my arm around and take the brush and just kind of drag it backwards. That way it'll kind of diffuse itself. I feel like this just works a little bit better. And then I'm going to continue to give a little blend. Taking it out. And then I'm going to take this same shade on my inner corner of my lid and start to pack it. So I'm really just doing like a halo cut crease. So I'm going to try to get this green to go up as close to the crease as possible on that inner corner area. Kind of blend it, then go across yet again and just gently drag it. See how cool? Okay, so I am going to take this DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush with some more of Ghoul and just gently start to soften that blend. I will go in and touch it up because I want it to be a little wider, but I just want to soften it real quick and go back in and touch it up. And I'll kind of blend it out here as well. And I'm going to take this iconic London brush with some more of Ghoul and just get it nice and shaped up. Now I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of take it towards the outer bit here to soften and sharpen up this outer corner wing bit. And then take that DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush with some more of Ghoul on it and really just focus on softening that blend right out here. Just so it kind of is more airbrushed. And I feel like that's really cute. So now I'm gonna take this Cleona DF04 brush and Apple Bob, which is the gorgeous green shimmer shade. And I'm gonna just kind of take it right where that green is diffused on the lid. I'm gonna take it and tap it on there. I will go back in with Ghoul and kind of pat it very, very gently on top of like the bit that looks unblended on that inner corner. And that will help blend those shades together. So now I'm going to take the same brush with that same shade, the Apple Bob shade, and I'm going to do the same thing on this corner over here. And I'm just going to gently drag it over towards the center of my lid. But also try to take that over towards the outer corner of my eye just a little bit, to help kind of start to blend them. And this shade is so pretty, oh my gosh. I've always been, like, when I got into makeup, I didn't know like what's a duochrome, what's a multichrome. I just knew like shimmers, right? And I always felt like green shimmers were just like the prettiest, even though I'm obsessed with purple. So I was instantly drawn to this shade. I'm going to drag a little bit more over here, just gently. And I'm going to get a little bit more and pop that on. So now I'm going to take Pumpkin with the same brush. I just cleaned it off, and Pumpkin is one of my favorite shimmers in this palette. So looky there. It's shifty. I am going to take my finger though, just to kind of get it down the center. And oh yeah, it's like, it gives that wet effect. And I was just like, oh my gosh, please give. Please put it all over the lid. And I just cannot get enough of it. Look at how pretty. Now I am going to take that brush with that shade and hug it right up against that crease area. Kind of bring it down to blend it with Apple Bob. When I said Apple Bob like that, it almost reminded me of apple bottom jeans. Oops, with the fur. I think I was in 8th grade when that came out. I'm a dinosaur. I'm a dinosaur. I'm being so much today, I'm sorry. It's been such a weird day. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. It just started out like, but I was like, you know, these last few days have been fairly good. So we're just going to keep the good vibes and focus on crafting and makeup and editing and making plans with family, and that's just what it's gonna be, and we're gonna have a good day, Julie. So I'm gonna take a little bit more Pumpkin and blend that between Apple Bob. And it's so pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit more of Ghoul. Where did I set my brush? I'm gonna take a little bit more of Ghoul and just gently tap it and it will blend with Apple Bob very beautifully. Just right along the edges of it. And look at that. I do have a vlog that I'm working on from when my husband and I took a little mini getaway. I filmed all of it on my phone and then it kind of abruptly stopped because I was sleepy on the way home and fell asleep. So I have to get it from my phone to my computer, and it was having to download everything and taking a while, so I'm gonna have that up. It'll probably just be like a random video thrown in throughout the week. But yeah, so with this look, this is what I'm gonna do for now. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna add some gems. These gems I found at Michael's the other day. They caught my attention because I was like, that's sparkly, that's pretty. So I'm just gonna add these, and I'm not gonna talk or anything. I'll just have on some music and show putting them on. And after I get those out, I'm gonna go do the rest of my face, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I feel like it's quite festive and I really like the colors. I had to do a little extra with the gems. I felt like gems were like a must. I've been on a gem kick lately and I just wanted to do, instead of doing like the tears, which is a whole mood, like the shimmer tears, I just felt like doing gems. But yeah, what do you think? What else would you like to see? Do you want more holiday looks? Do you want more like blue icy winter looks? Do you want more Terra Moon's Cosmetics looks? Do you want more looks with this palette? Whatever you would like to see from me, please feel free to let me know. I am so down to create whatever you want as best as I can. I will give it my all if you give me a request. I love requests. They make me so happy. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I'll leave all my social medias in the description box down below. If you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me. And, like, I cannot thank you enough. It really means the world to me. Just thank you for being here. Let me know if you're interested in the 3 looks 1 palette video with this palette. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. And if you want more Terra Moon's Cosmetics videos, let me know. I have the Cosmic Wanderer palette. I have the singles from the fall collection, the summer collection, and some other singles that I've ordered as well, so I could do videos with that. Just let me know. I just get so excited to get requests. And without rambling too much, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.